of homemade Italian meatballs. This is what I'll be having this week. Homemade Italian meatballs. I wanted to share this video and show you guys how I make them. I'll be using a lot of Italian seasonings. I'll actually be putting a lot into this video, or into this recipe, for all of the bursting Italian flavor. But I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I hope you guys decide to try it. Okay, I am right now sauteing some onions and garlic for the meatballs. And I'm just going to use some minced garlic. So I'm going to be sauteing this all really good. I just turned this down a little bit too much, but you can see the mixture of it. Sauteing all this, and all of this right here is going to go into 6 pounds of ground turkey. You guys know I have a big family, so I have a lot of meatballs to make. Okay, as you can see, I'm starting off with 6 pounds of ground turkey, and this is the family size turkey from Walmart. I am going to be adding in, I'm going to be adding in 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs, and these are the Italian breadcrumbs. You can actually see these here are the Italian breadcrumbs I'm using. I'm using a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to be using 2 eggs. I'm going to be using 2 cups of Parmesan grated cheese. I'm going to be using 1/2 cup of milk. And this right here is what's going to seal the deal. I am going to be using Philadelphia cooking cream, Italian cheese and herb. I'm going to be adding this in here also. And I am going to add, oh, it smells good too. I'm going to be adding the whole thing in here. This smells so good. And like I said, I'm making a lot of meatballs because I have a big family. We're a family of 6. So to be adding a lot in here. Now these are my sauteed onion and garlic I'm going to be adding in here. I'm going to be adding some oregano, which is going to be, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of oregano in here. I love the smell of oregano too. And I'm going to be adding in some parsley. Matter of fact, let me do this way. Love the parsley. And in the Italian breadcrumbs, it has parsley in there as well. I'm going to be adding a little bit of basil in here, just a little bit of sprinkle of basil. And this right here is what I'm adding, is McCormick Italian seasoning. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually taking the top off. Yeah. Probably about 2 tablespoons of that. Now I am about to get to mixing all of this good stuff together. And the best thing to do when you're doing this is to actually get your hands in it, you know. So I'm going to be whipping all this together. And when I start making the meatballs and put them on the pan, then I'll be back. But right now I'm going to go ahead on and get all of this right here mixed together. And like I said, the Philadelphia cream smells so good mixed all in that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to start rolling these meatballs, and I'll be right back. As you guys can see, I'm here with my greased pan, and my meat, I let it sit in the freezer and actually let it get cold a little bit, let it get a little bit cool so everything can like bind together. And so, and as you can see, here's like the size of my meatballs that I'm going to be making. But what you want to do is, when you get everything mixed together, you want to put it back in the fridge, or the freezer, if you know you gotta cook and get everything out of the way. You want to put it in the fridge or the freezer and let it get cool. And then you want to roll up your meatballs like so, kind of like the big meatballs a little. You guys can see again, that's the size of my meatballs. And while I'm getting these meatballs right here together, I have my sauce coming together in the crock pot. So I'm going to go ahead and roll up the rest of these meatballs, and I'll show you guys what they all look like when I'm done. As you guys can see, I have one pan of meatballs already, and I still have a lot of meat over here, as you can see, left, but I am making more meatballs. And I just want to show you what I made so far. I'm going to be putting these in the oven, and I'm going to be baking them for about 15 minutes at 375 degrees. So I'll show you the outcome. Here is my sauce. As you can see, this is, I have in here green peppers, onions, garlic. I also have some fresh mushrooms and some more Italian seasoning that's actually in here, and I'm going to actually be using this to drop my meatballs in. I also have a little bit of turkey. You know, I browned some turkey, and actually I put that in there as well. So okay, my meatballs are done. And they've actually, I've let them sit and drain a little bit, and you can actually see the first batch of them. So now what I'm about to do is I'm going to be adding them into my sauce. So I'm going to put them in like this, like so. Adding all the meatballs in here. And then I am going to let them, and you can see the bottom of them, how they came out though too. I'm gonna let them cook down in here for about an hour or so. Then I'll show you guys the finished dish.